Hey guys, what's up? It's Patrick of Coaster Fanatics, and today I'm bringing you my list of the top roller coasters at Valleyfair. According to the rankings, Valleyfair has 8 roller coasters. I say they have 9. I will talk more about that in a minute. So, sitting at the number 9 and 8 spot by default, I have the Cosmic Coaster and the Mad Mouse. Cosmic Coaster is a kiddie coaster built by Zamperla, and Mad Mouse is a family coaster built by Aerodynamics. Coming in at the number 7 spot, I have the Corkscrew, the Aerodynamics looping coaster. I have no complaints about this Corkscrew model. It is one of the smoother aero loopers I've ever been on. It has a great paint scheme with the green, yellow, and orange colors. It is also the only roller coaster at Valleyfair with inversions. In fact, it's the only one in the whole state of Minnesota. The Valleyfair Corkscrew is identical to the one at Cedar Point, except this one has a helix at the end. Next, at the number 6 spot, I have High Roller, the wood coaster built by the Rawhorse Corporation. High Roller was built in 1976, making it the oldest roller coaster at Valleyfair. This is a pretty good coaster. I love the classic sound as it makes its way up the lift hill. You actually get some decent airtime as you pass through the hills towards the end of the ride. High Roller could use some refreshments though. It needs a paint job badly. It's missing some big chunks throughout the whole ride. Hopefully they decide to work on it in the coming years. My next coaster is going to be a little controversial. Sitting at the number 5 spot, I have Northern Lights, the Zamperla Disco Coaster. I am one of the few enthusiasts who considers these a roller coaster. To me, there is no argument. This ride has a train, it has wheels, and it has track. I say it's a roller coaster, and so does Cedar Point. They have the same exact model, and they call it Pipe Scream. The ride itself is awesome, which is why I rank it so high. These things are airtime machines, you guys, and are very underrated. I did not ride Northern Lights, but I did ride Pipe Scream, and I loved it, which is why Northern Lights lands so high on my list. Next, at the number 4 spot, I have Excalibur, the Aerodynamics hybrid coaster. This is a very interesting coaster that's one of a kind. To me, it looks like someone built this from scrap materials in his backyard. It is a very intense coaster, but it is also very short, which is why it kind of gets ignored. It has a train that is similar to the trains found on Aero hypercoasters. There is always no line for this coaster, and it is pretty much a guarantee walk-on. But those who have rode it know that it isn't a bad ride. At the number 3 spot, I have Steel Venom, the Intamin impulse coaster. As you guys know, I love these types of coasters. Nothing beats a good launch, and Steel Venom has a great one. There are many impulse coasters out there, but this is one of the few that still uses the holding brake on the rear spike, which makes it more unique. Overall, it's a great ride, and it has a great name. Steel Venom just sounds awesome, you guys. Now for our top 2. Sitting at the number 2 spot, I have Wild Thing, the Morgan Hyper Coaster. This is the only Morgan Hyper that I've ever been on. I really like it, and I prefer it over the Aero Hypers. The Morgans seem to be a little smoother in my opinion. Now, Wild Thing has kind of a strange layout, especially by the turnaround, but it still has some pretty good airtime, and of course has great speed. It also has a pretty cool tunnel that you pass through that I've never seen on another roller coaster before. It's really narrow and is kind of high up. All in all, it's a great roller coaster, and it is the largest you'll find in the state of Minnesota. Now for the number 1 coaster at Valleyfair, which also happens to be one of my all-time favorites, I have Renegade, the wooden GCI coaster. You guys, this is one of the best wooden coasters I've ever been on. So underrated in my opinion. I said this in my POV, that no one talks about this coaster, and it's true. It gets ignored by the other enthusiasts. It's a crime that this coaster does not make the top 50 wood roller coaster list. Renegade has incredible injector airtime that rivals some of the best. It's a very intense coaster that leaves you out of your seat for the whole ride. It's not the longest ride, but it does feature unique elements like an S-shaped drop and a station flyby. It only has a top speed of 51 miles per hour, but it feels much faster with the use of the Millennium Flyer trains. Renegade is a fantastic roller coaster, and I highly recommend riding it. I'd be willing to bet it makes your list just like it has made mine. So there you have it. That was my list of the top roller coasters at Valleyfair. All in all, this park has a good coaster lineup, and I really wish more people would take the drive up north to visit. So, do you guys agree with my list? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section and share your Valleyfair coaster list. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash that like button. And if you're new around here, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a good one. I'll catch you all on the next video very, very soon.